10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me see. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, viewers. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. Cześć. Hello, this is Jason. Zapraszam na badania specjalne. I've got a short video for today. This is based on a suggestion that one of my viewers submitted. It's related to a problem of dragging clips into your timeline from different window locations on the screen. Let me first demonstrate that. I'm going to launch MovieShop. Let's review the problem that is experienced sometimes in MovieShop, trying to drag clips into your timeline. I've had this issue and a few other people have also mentioned it. I'm trying to drag a clip into my timeline and it seems as though it won't let me. Whenever your source window is placed higher than your timeline, in this case my scenes window is higher than the timeline window, that seems to be when this problem occurs. My suggested workaround mentioned in a prior video that works for me consistently is to make sure that my scenes window is lower than my timeline window. Now I can click, drag, and release the clips into the windows without problem. Let me just delete those. Sometimes if your scene window is just partially overlapping or maybe just on a same level, side by side perhaps, you may be able to drag clips in and out. So it seems that it won't let me drag too low, but it will let me add to a few of these upper tracks. The suggestion that I received involves some of the preference settings for the AmigaOS. So you go into your system volume, whatever you have named it, mine is named Workbench, open up Prefs, and in here look for iControl. The suggestion made was to turn off the resizable from all sides option. Mine is already off, so maybe this solution doesn't work for me, but some other Amiga users may find it useful and worth a try. So If you're having this problem of dragging and dropping clips into your timeline, check in Preferences, look under the iControl preference settings, and see if you have the resizable from all sides option turned on. If it is turned on, turn it off and then try relaunching MovieShop and seeing if your problem goes away. Resizable from all sides allows you to position your pointer at the edge of a window and resize it. It's kind of convenient. If I click on Use, it tells me, please note, resizing from all corners only takes effect on new windows. If I reopen the preference window and then position the pointer near the edge, top, bottom, or the sides, it changes and it lets me grab and drag this window. The neat feature. You may find it useful, but on some systems, in some cases, this could potentially interfere with MovieShop operations. As I mentioned, this did not solve my problem. I was not using resize from all sides. I tried turning it on, launching MovieShop, checking to see if the problem was still there. It was. I turned it off, relaunched MovieShop, and it still has this problem for me, but it may work for you on your system. One other note that was made regarding iControl preference settings is over here under the screen drag options. If you select some of these keyboard options, it allows you to press those keys, click and hold your screen, and then drag it. This may only be relevant where you can do screen dragging. If you're using a 24-bit graphics card, many of those may not support screen dragging. Currently, my settings are to hold the Amiga key and do a screen drag. I'm going to hold the Amiga key, and I'm trying to move the mouse up and down. You see the pointer is not moving, or maybe you can't see that because it's hidden in the busy background. Let me put it here. Now I'm trying to drag my screen. I'm using a Retina BLT-Z3 24-bit graphics card with Picasso96 retargetable software, and with this particular setup I cannot do screen dragging. If you're unfamiliar with screen dragging, on a stock Amiga using native screens, you're able to click the top of your screen and drag it downward to reveal other screens that may be open behind it. If I had MovieShop open and screen dragging was possible on my system, I could drag my workbench down and kind of peek behind it to see what's underneath there. And you can drag multiple screens that way. It's a unique feature of the Amiga OS. Back to screen dragging options. If you happen to use the Shift key qualifier to enable screen dragging with your mouse click, that may interfere with some of your multiple selections inside MovieShop in the timeline. It's probably best to avoid using key combinations that conflict with similar key uses inside MovieShop, such as the Shift key. Leave this Shift key turned off. I can turn off this key too, because on my system I can't do screen dragging anyway. I'm not sure if any of the other settings may also be causing a conflict with MovieShop. I did try adjusting the mouse interaction settings. Here we have pointer depends on active window, and the other option is window under the pointer. I used both of these settings with MovieShop to see if maybe because I'm dragging from one window to another, that something in here was causing the conflict. But neither setting seemed to have an effect on my problem of dragging from a window above the timeline down into the timeline. So I'm just going to save that. To już wszystko na dzisiaj. That's it for today. Być albo nie być. To be or not to be. I just wanted to share this tip with you because some users may find it useful. It didn't solve my problem, but each Amiga system is configured differently. This iControl preference setting may help you. If it does, let me know. If you have other suggestions, tips, whatever it may be, please add them in the comments. They'll help me and they'll help other MovieShop users. I want to thank the viewer that submitted this particular tip, and I hope somebody else finds it useful. Dziękuję bardzo za oglądanie. Thank you for watching.